Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone, and call the meeting to order at 6 p.m. Can I get a roll call, please?
Michael Cashman.
Present.
Thomas Wood.
Here.
Barbara Hebert.
Here.
Charles Costick.
Here.
Dana Isabella.
Here.
James Coffey.
Here.
And I, Katie Kilucci, am present.
Resolution 55, approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
Resolved that the minutes of January 18th and January 25th of 2024 be approved and the reading of the minutes be dispensed with.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick, is there a second?
Seconded.
Hebert, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Is there anyone seeking public comment this evening? Seeing none, we will advance to the next resolution, 56, the abstract.
Resolved that the abstract of audited claims number 3A-24 for $200,825.36. Abstract 3A-24 prepays for the amount of $199,238.42 be received as reviewed by the audit committee, and the supervisor is hereby authorized to pay said abstract.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Hebert, is there a second?
Second.
Isabella, is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Resolution 57, monthly department reports.
Resolved to receive and place on file the monthly department head reports for the following departments. For January of 2024, we have buildings and grounds, codes and zoning, dog control officer, the highway superintendent, parks and recreation, the supervisor's financial report, the town clerk, and the water and wastewater departments.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick, Wood.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution is carried. Resolution 58, appointment of Brandon Davis, MEO2, in the Highway Department.
Whereas the highway department has a vacancy and there is a need to add another staff member in that department. Whereas all applications for said position have been reviewed and the job has been posted by Greg Brunel, Highway Superintendent, as per union contract. And whereas the highway superintendent recommends that Brandon Davis be appointed to said position, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Plattsburgh does hereby authorize the hiring and appointment of Mr. Davis to the vacant position of MEO2 at an hourly rate of $24.67 an hour, as indicated by the current Teamsters agreement, and a copy be given to the civil service for their final review and approval. Be it further resolved that this appointment will become effective March 25th of 2024, and following the civil service final approval, and the supervisor is hereby authorized to sign all necessary documents for the appointment of Mr. Davis to the position of MEO2 in the Highway Department for the probation period not to exceed 12 months. And it is further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager, highway superintendent, and also be placed in Mr. Davis's personnel
So
file.
moved.
Wood, is there a second?
Second.
Isabella, any discussion?
Just clarification from the liaisons, that is the first step in the 2467. Is the first step of step 3, that is it?
Yep.
It's entry.
$3 is the only amount that goes up, so I
Okay.
assume that if they say it's.
Yeah,
you know,
so that is step 1. Okay.
All right. Can I get a roll call, please?
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Barbara Hebert,
Yes.
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Dana Isabella,
Yes.
Michael Cashman.
Yes, resolution does carry, thank you. Resolution 59, request to purchase a rubber plow edge blades for Highway Department.
Whereas it is a necessity to maintain equipment for the continued maintenance and improvements of town highways within the town of Plattsburgh, and whereas procedures for purchase of commodities, equipment, or goods and contract values requires the town to solicit quotes for amounts in excess of $5,000. And whereas Greg Brunel, Highway Superintendent, has solicited prices and is requesting permission to place an order for rubber plow edge blades. And whereas the best quote option, which includes freight fees, is Chimong Supply Corp. for a total of $6,740 for the 20 rubber plow edge blades. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board approve the purchases as recommended, and that the highway superintendent is hereby authorized to make said purchase. Be it further resolved that payment be made payable from the 2024 highway budget repairs as stated here, and that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager and the highway superintendent.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Wood, is there a second?
Second.
Isabella, any discussion? Seeing none. All All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution does carry, thank you. Resolution 60, Highway Department requests to purchase a short track equipment trailer.
Whereas the highway department needs an equipment trailer to replace an existing trailer that will no longer pass New York State inspection. And whereas procedures for purchase of commodities, equipment, or goods and contract values requires the town to solicit price quotes for amounts in excess of $5,000. And whereas the highway department obtained these quotes and is requesting permission to purchase an equipment trailer, therefore be resolved that based on the specific specifications and quality needed for the town, purchase of one SureTrack 7x20 equipment trailer be awarded to Key RD Trailer Sales in Plattsburgh, New York, in the amount of $6,000. Be approved, and it is further resolved that said purchase be made payable from the 2024 Highway Equipment Capital Outlay Account as stated here, and that a budget of this resolution be given to the highway superintendent and the finance manager.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Isabella, Wood, any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Resolution 61, publish a request for proposals RFP intended for municipal insurance broker services.
Whereas the town of Plattsburgh is seeking proposals from qualified and experienced insurance brokerage firms to provide comprehensive insurance brokerage services and act as the municipality's insurance broker to manage and optimize its insurance portfolio effectively. And whereas firms offering proposals should be familiar with municipal government, New York State law, and provide other municipal preferences. And whereas the town of Plattsburgh will rank the responses received on an evaluation of certification that your firms provide services to municipal clients, technical skills, experience, and reference information. And whereas the town of Plattsburgh reserves the right to reject any or all proposals to conduct interviews at its sole discretion. Responses must be sealed and marked proposal for municipal insurance broker services for the town of Plattsburgh and received at the town of Plattsburgh by 12 p.m. Friday, April 12th. Additional information regarding this request for proposals may be obtained by calling the town clerk at 518-562-6830 during business hours, Monday through Friday, or going to the town of Plattsburgh website. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Plattsburgh does hereby authorize the supervisor to solicit and receive formal proposals for municipal insurance broker services to administer and deliver the scope of services, and that the town clerk post notice on the town clerk's bulletin board and post in the town's website. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the town finance manager.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Hebert, is there a second?
Second.
Gostick, any discussion? I would like to just draw your attention to the fact this hasn't been done in a while, but in particular, the timeline as proposed, and this, there may be some flex in these dates, but the proposal for the submission deadline is April 12th. That is a hard and firm, but then the tentative selection process would be Thursday, May 9th. So that the commencement of services for the enrollment period of January 1, 2025. Just want to provide some context for that because there potentially could be change of service that needs to occur well before the transition of service to start on January 1, okay? And if anybody has questions, comments, concerns, they can reach out to myself or Patrick, so.
So in other words, the process might start 1st of June or something like that.
Yeah, then potentially, you know, what's,
If we pick one.
with what's going on and stuff like that, there'll be a, well, it has to be acknowledged that we could maintain current coverage with who our providers are now. This isn't a reflection on the individuals that are currently providing service, so that timeline could have some fluctuation to it, so, okay.
But it's a good business practice and a healthy process to do this regularly.
Yep. All right, can I get a roll call, please?
Thomas Wood,
Yes?
Barbara Hebert,
Yes.
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Dana Isabella,
Yes.
Michael Cashman,
Yes, resolution does carry. Resolution 62, publish a request for proposals RFP intended for municipal employee health and benefits insurance agency.
whereas the town of Plattsburgh is seeking proposals from qualified and experienced insurance brokerage firms to provide comprehensive insurance brokerage services for our municipal employees' health and benefit insurance. And whereas experienced agencies should submit proposals to assist in procuring and managing various insurance policies covering health, life, disability, and other benefits for our employees. And whereas the firms offering proposals should be familiar with municipal government, New York State law, and provide other municipal references. And whereas the town of Plattsburgh will rank the responses received on an evaluation of certification, that your firms provide services to municipal clients, technical skills, experience, and reference information. And whereas the town of Plattsburgh reserves the right to reject any or all proposals and to conduct interviews at its sole discretion, responses must be sealed and marked "Proposal for Municipal Employee Insurance Agency for the town of Plattsburgh," and received at the town of Plattsburgh by 12 p.m. Friday, April 12th at 2024. Additional information regarding this request for proposals may be obtained by calling the town clerk at 518-562-6830 during business hours, Monday through Friday, or going to the town of Plattsburgh website. Now therefore, it is resolved that the town board of the town of Plattsburgh does hereby authorize the supervisor to solicit and receive formal proposals for municipal employee health and benefit insurance agency to administer and deliver the scope of services, and that the town clerk post notice on the town clerk's bulletin board and post on the town website. It is further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the town finance manager.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Hebert, is there a second?
Second.
Ostic, any discussion? I would just echo, very similar, mimics the same timeline. Friday, April 12th, tentative selection, Thursday, May 9th, commencement of services to provide enrollment period for January 1, 2025. All right. Can I get a roll call?
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Barbara Hebert,
Yes.
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Dana Isabella,
Yes.
Michael Cashman.
Yes, resolution is carried. Thank you. Resolution 63, request for NRC East Environmental Services, the public services related to the collection of flammable, non-flammable paints and aerosols for the town of Plattsburgh.
Whereas the following resolution supersedes resolution number 024-053 based on the information attached, Superintendent of Buildings and Grounds Mike Drew is requesting the town seek services for removal of hazardous liquids through a different company at a significantly lower cost. And whereas NRC East Environmental Services is a subsidiary of Republic Services, provided the town of Plattsburgh with a proposal for services related to the collection of flammable, non-flammable paints and aerosols located at 151 Baker Road in Plattsburgh. And whereas Republic Services will facilitate the collection, packaging, categorizing, transportation, and disposal of flammable, non-flammable paints and aerosols at Republic Services Disposal Facility in Williston, Vermont for $6,456.31. Therefore be it resolved that the town board approve the cost of said service with Public Services as recommended, and that the superintendent of buildings and grounds is hereby authorized to make arrangements to schedule said service. Be it further resolved that the cost of this service be split equally among the budgets of the following departments: buildings and grounds, water, wastewater, and highway. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager and the superintendent of buildings and grounds, Mike Drew.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Isabella, Costick, any discussion? Seeing none. Can I get a roll call?
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Barbara Hebert,
Yes.
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Dana Isabella,
Yes.
Michael Cashman.
Yes, resolution is carried. Resolution 64, professional services contract, water and wastewater, SCADA.
Whereas the town of Plattsburgh owns and maintains a supervisory control and data acquisition system for remote monitoring of water and wastewater infrastructure. And whereas the town needs to evaluate the replacement of obsolete wireless radios across the system. In addition, software and security updates to the system. Therefore be it resolved that the town board does hereby authorize the supervisor to execute a professional services contract for Saratoga Networks to provide the SCADA engineering support. It is further resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized to sign the professional services contract with Saratoga Networks LLC to be compensated not to exceed $10,000, and it is further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager and water and wastewater director.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick, is there a second?
Second.
Wood, any discussion?
I would just say that Scott spoke to us in regards to this. He has not had a lot of success with our current provider of services. This is a fairly new company, the Saratoga Networks LLC. This is actually somebody that split off from the other company that we, Scott is very confident in this individual and the work that he's done here in the past. We think this is a really good move.
Of course, we try to stay to our $10,000 jump, but subject to change, I mean,
Oh,
we
yeah,
hope not, but could be so.
yeah, well, some of the equipment we have out there
Yeah.
is old.
That's fine, okay.
All right. Anything
Thank you.
further? Seeing none, can I get a roll call?
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Barbara Hebert,
Yes.
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Dana Isabella,
Yes.
Michael Cashman.
Yes, resolution just carried. Resolution 65, request to travel to the Association of Towns, AOT, and New York State Conference of Mayors, NICOM Local Government Lobby Day.
Whereas the Association of Towns, AOT, and the New York Conference of Mayors, NICOM, are joining forces to ensure that our state budget priorities are at the forefront of the state legislators' mind during the final weeks of leading up to the budget's adoption. And whereas in an effort to drive home our position on critical funding for local governments that should be included as part of the adopted 2024-2025 state budget, it is encouraged that a representative from the town of Plattsburgh travel to local government lobby day on March 20th of 2024 at the Renaissance Hotel in Albany, New York. Therefore be it resolved that Supervisor Cashman be approved to attend local government lobby day Tuesday, March 19th, 2024 through Wednesday, March 20th of 2024. And be it further resolved that expenses for said travel are not to exceed $529.74, and that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Isabella and Hebert. Any discussion?
Sounds like they
Oh.
want you to leave.
Michael, it's not because we want you to go. I was gonna,
Wow.
It's rather
If you
I
can
know.
leave now.
well, maybe we should do a roll call. No,
I-
I'm sure you're not looking for extra
Question on
things in
the,
your schedule, but we're glad that you can go to this. I think it's important and appreciate your participation.
I don't know, it has to be signed by a department head and a town supervisor, so, Chuck, are you signing this?
I
one?
can sign it.
And I'll be abstaining.
And the town supervisor, would that be,
Well, he knows we care, we're being on.
I see somebody's signature already, so.
Yeah, that was my,
The
that was the
travelers.
the
That's
travelers, that
it's
would be
not
me,
much, so-
yeah.
Anyway,
All right, anything further besides the good rubbing? Can I get a roll call vote, please?
we'd ask for that.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Barbara Hebert,
Yes.
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Dana Isabella,
Yes.
Michael Cashman,
Abstain. Resolution carries.
Yeah.
Mr. Deputy Supervisor, could you please sign that form there?
Oh, yeah, well, I could be a department head, you know, if just possible.
Resolution 66, temporary seasonal hire for recreation assistant and the recreation department.
whereas there's a planned need for a temporary position of recreation assistant in the town of Plattsburgh Parks and Recreation Department, and whereas the supervisor has received a letter dated March 1st of 2024 from Aaron Pangborn, Youth Services and Recreation Director, requesting to hire a recreation assistant position. And whereas Celeste, I don't know how to say her first name. I'm really bad at that.
Shots. Lot of shots.
Lot of shots, yeah.
Lot of shots. Sorry.
Celeste, we love you.
Be appointed to said position when all employment verification and eligibility provisions have been satisfied at $15 an hour. Now therefore be it resolved that the supervisor is authorized to send all necessary documents to hire seasonal temporary help in the Parks and Recreation Department, and a certified copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager, youth director, Cool Insurance, and the Clinton County Civil Service Department of Personnel for their final approval and filing a copy placed in, finally, a copy placed in her personnel file.
Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Wood, Isabella, any discussion?
She's a
Yeah.
pretty high.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
One of, with two more than I, right? Two or three?
Oh, there, one more.
One more.
Yeah, two.
The other thing that I would bring to attention is that she's a student at Ithaca College in the physical therapy program. So she brings, you know, a level of professional, and this also has
Absolutely.
been a good opportunity moving
I think
forward.
this is her third year, right?
Third, yes.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
great.
It's great to have her back.
Yep.
So,
Last year was her second.
all right, roll call, please.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Barbara Hebert,
Yes.
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Dana Isabella,
Yes.
Michael Cashman.
Yes, resolution is carried. Thank you. Resolution 67, recreation program contract of services.
Whereas Parks and Recreation utilizes instructional services for programs in the town of Plattsburgh, and whereas the Youth Services and Recreation Director recommends contract services for programs and said persons get a W-9. Now therefore be it resolved that the supervisor is authorized to sign all necessary documents for these short-term contract services as stated here in the resolution.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick, is there a second?
Second?
Any discussion?
Yeah, I just wanted to say this was great breakdown, I really like this, and in reviewing the vouchers for our audit this past week, came across that we had 657 games of bowling from the beginning of January to about February 25th, so just kind of an indication of some of the success of these
Oh, yeah.
programs.
Yep, and for those of you that may be watching at home, mark your calendars for August 5th, town meeting. Local band will be doing concert in the park as part of this program, but there's lots of other things there, so definitely check
Well, I
out
was
the
thinking
resolution.
cookie decorating.
Well, sign up early.
No,
because
I'm
most of
signing up for
these-
the pickleball.
Most of these fill up
Very much so.
within a matter of a few days.
All right. Roll call, please.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Barbara Hebert,
Yes,
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Dana Isabella,
Yes.
Michael Cashman,
Yes, resolution is carried. Resolution 68, highway to request temporary post to the following town roads.
whereas the supervisor has received a letter dated March 4th of 2024 from Greg Burnell, superintendent of highways, requesting permission to temporarily post the following town roads effective March 11th of 2024. Akey Road from Route 74 on down to Bart Merrill Road. We've got the the Bradford Road, Champlain Park, Cliff Haven Community, Durand Road, Jean Lefebvre Road, Trudeau Road, Kennedy Road, Robinson Road, Stafford Road, South Junction Road, Thunderbird Heights, Woodcliff Drive, Wallace Hill Road, and Archie Bordeaux Road. Therefore be it resolved that the certain vehicles as described in New York State Vehicle and Traffic Law 1660 be excluded from town highways and or sections thereof listed in the aforementioned letter. Upon one, the erection of signs posting their respective highways or sections thereof, and two, a notice pursuant to said section 1660 being published in the Press Republican. And is further resolved that the town board does hereby authorize and direct the town clerk to cause said notice to be published in the Press Republican in accordance with town law, and be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the highway superintendent.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick, is there a second?
second.
Hebert, any discussion?
Yeah, it's close to mud season, so it's a good thing we didn't miss this week.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution is carried. Resolution 69, 2023 year-end budget amendment.
Whereas certain line items have been overspent in town funds during the 2023 fiscal year, and whereas the budget amendments will be offset from existing line items for the 2023 budget, therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Plattsburgh authorize the attached budget amendments. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick,
Yes.
Spell. Any discussion? Seeing none. All's in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. I know of a need to have an executive session regarding the work history of 3 specific individuals with no formal action to follow, but it could be some lengthy updates. So I would entertain a motion to go into executive session. Is there a motion?
So moved.
I'm gonna say Hebert, Spell. Can I get a roll call, please?
Thomas Wood,
Yes?
Barbara Hebert,
Yes.
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Dana Isabella,
Yes.
Michael Cashman.
Yes, we will enter executive session at 6:23 PM. I know that there's some students that may need some things signed, so we may be a moment before going in officially. And if anybody needs to use the bathroom, we'll use it quickly, so. Do you folks need anything signed or questions?
It's more like a journalism news writing, something from the meeting, so I got the story.